Just a quick little one while I'm driving in my farmer's truck. It's a Mazda B2200 1988. But yeah, I was thinking about bias. So, for example, autists are labeled as, troublesome, too much this, too much that. Has it never occurred to anybody that maybe we're built that way for a reason? Maybe it's an epigenetic thing. I mean, our intelligence is what separated the human species from pretty much everything else. And I reflect on the fact that autism is considered a disability, even though our kind are littered throughout history. And our kind are, like when the Bible says, and the meek shall inherit the earth, I fully think that, if there was any awareness of my kind, which there was, around that time, like there's evidence to show that there was, or to support, I should say. But long story short is, we are meek naturally. I've never met the exception. Trauma is what changes us, having to adapt and to conform and to fit in. That's why autism spectrum disorder, it shouldn't be labeled as a disorder. It's built in. And you'll find quite often that, like for example, there was a study I saw about one genetic expression being the cause of more morbid autism, meaning loss of function, loss of cognitive impairment, learning impairment, all of that, and emotional impairment, sure. And it's associated with all autism, or at least the study was leaned that way by commentators, but it doesn't support all of autism, and it doesn't represent it as a disease or something that's a disorder. Look at what autists have done throughout history. Albert Einstein, good lord. And I love that man, because third grade was when he dropped out of school, right? Third grade was when I was basically reverse engineering my math problems. I got the problem wrong because of how I did the work, but I always got the answer right and quicker. People like myself are out there working in different professions very, very well. It's not a disorder, it's just a different perspective. And I wish my transcripts weren't tied up, otherwise you'd be listening to Dr. Sean, and I'd elaborate more on it, but society is thus that if I were to elaborate further or deeper without the book coming out or whatnot, then I truly believe that somebody would take advantage of that, somebody with further credentials. And that's a shame that society is kind of like that, but it's also the prerogative of betas. The alpha-beta complex is extraordinarily real. I think it needs to be oversimplified, because at its root, all you gotta look at is motivation, and you can understand pretty much anything, all the way down to bacteria. So, you know what? I'm not going to turn. Well, yeah, I'm going to get coffee, because coffee. But no, seriously though, I really think the term disorder disenfranchises human history. Just my personal 2 cents and 2 cents of, history. I need to get a new one of these. I'm going to Walmart, why not? I'm very utilitarian. It comes with being autistic. Anyway, stay safe, y'all. Happy Saturday.